Hello everyone, this is Lelong Queen Jane. Thank you StarProperty for giving me this opportunity to share with you guys about the secret of auction market in Malaysia. So now let's start into the content. So let me have my self-introduction and Miss Jane, also known as Lelong Queen Jane. So this is some of my introduction, and today I'm going to share with you about auction property. First of all, what is the difference between the auction property types? Okay, actually, we can see why the property is being auctioned is because of the owner who are unable to pay back to the bank. Their property will be auctioned by the bank. So first things, when we see one of the type of the auction market property will be LACA case. So, and another one will be non-LACA case. What is LACA case? Basically, LACA means loan agreement cum assignment, which is LACA case. And why the property belongs to LACA case is because the property haven't really get the title, for example, individual title or strata title. So normally the LACA case will be auctioned by the auctioneer company, which is ongoing through e-bidding or maybe through the auctioneer company. And normally will have 90 days for settlement. This is the example of the proclamations of sales of the LACA case. And you can see in this example of the POS, there will be the auction bank, which is RHB Bank, Berhad, and this is the assigner, which is this person. So, and RHB Bank is going to auction the property of this fellow person and will be through public auction while online bidding. Okay. And this is already a past auction case, and which is conducted by Ng Chang Mao. Okay, basically, when we see a proclamation of sales, we need to see about the details that we need to know to conduct a land search, and we will have to see the address, okay, which will be written in here. So this is a developer parcel 1602, which is located at the Pangsapuli Dwi Alif, and the reserve price will be 157 ringgit 500,000. Okay, so this property will be below market value. So this property also we already successfully sell one of the unit in the sub-sales market with 240,000. Wow, so this is a really profitable business, right? But when we see about the LACA case, we also need to know only 90 days, okay, for us to settle, to do the settlement for this property, which is more than enough for us to settle with the auction bank. Okay, and this one, if let's say belongs to LACA case, we also need to make sure that our loan is able to approve as soon as possible. And when we are going to bid a property, it's very important for us to see the POS, because we also need to know how much the down payment, which is the bank draft we need to prepare, and which is the account number, account name, which is RHB Bank, we need to return on our banker check. Or if this is a LACA case, one of the benefits is when you don't want to, maybe we say that waste your time to go to buy the banker check, you can also do a very convenient way, which is an online banking transfer by at least 1 working days before the auction date by 5 p.m. Okay, so basically when we are seeing this is a LACA case and this is by Ng Chang Mao, we also need to log into the Ng Chang Mao page so that for us to really go and register the property, and which this is very important. Before we go and proceed for the next step, we need to conduct a land search to make sure everything goes fine. Okay, so this is the case, and we can also check with the this number, which is Ng Chang Mao company, to see what is the more details about this case. For example, how much the previous means that this owner owe to the maintenance fee, for example, like water bill, electric bill, this one about quick land and assessment, and all the details. And this, who is the licensed auctioneer, will be written in this proclamation of sales, which is very important. Okay, secondly, just now we mentioned about non-LACA case. Basically, non-LACA case is a case that are sold through High Court or maybe will sold through Land Office, and which is they already have the individual or strata title, and there will be a longer period for the settlement, which is 120 days. Okay, this is actually an offline one, the offline bidding case, which is held by the Mahkamah Tinggi of Johor Bahru, which you can see here. So what is the details written in the court case proclamation of sales? We need to see which is the bank which auctioned the property. Auction bank is CIMB Bank, and the case number is also very important, and who is the current owner, and the auction date, time, and location will be written in this property, in this proclamation of sales, and the info needed to do the land search, and the name to write in the banker check is this CIMB Bank Berhad, bracket Kumar Anak Laki Siwaraman. If this one already stated that we need to bracket the Siwaraman name, if let's say you didn't really do the bracket, it's very dangerous. If let's say you really only write CIB Bank Berhad, maybe this check will be rejected, and the consequences is you cannot go and participate on the bidding. And here in the proclamation of sales was stated the auctioneer contact, and you can ask more details about the case for this one, and the auction property address will be written, and this is a Bangsa Puri Ria with reserve price 196,830 ringgit. Why so why got so many digits behind, which is we have 30 ringgit kind of things, is because this property is already maybe few times dropped 10%, so the digit behind will be so funny over here. Okay, and the balance payment deadline will be 120 days, and the time to drop banker check will be before 9:30 a.m. On the day itself, if this is a court case conducted in Mahkamah, and it will be stated lawyer contact. Okay, so how much 10% should we prepare for this case? Will be 10%, which is 19,683 ringgit. You cannot straight away, like you lazy to have the small number behind, you straight away buy a 20,000 banker check. Cannot. Okay, this is really a very dangerous things. If you buy 20,000 instead of 19,683, maybe you also cannot participate. No, not maybe, you definitely will be rejected for participating the bidding. So this is a very important things that you guys need to take notes. Okay, next things. This is a very important trend. Currently, we are having a lot of case which is conducted through online, which is e-bidding case. So why court also conduct e-bidding? I think you guys also notice during 2020, the pandemic period, a lot of that like the shop lot, a lot of shop or a lot of place like the government servant also cannot work. Okay, this is because of the pandemic and about the virus. So our Malaysian government also apply the bidding through online. Okay, slowly they change their trend from offline to online. So it's very save up our time to go and wait. If let's say it's a court case offline, you need to wait maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for you to participate in the bidding. But if this is an e-bidding, if let's say the date and the time will be very accurate and on time to really start the bidding. Okay, so how can we see the proclamation of sales per istiharan jualan? Okay, in this proclamation of sales, which is the auction notice, and we need to see this is the auction bank, which is Lembaga Pembiayaan Perumahan Sektor A1 LPPSA. So this is the finance department by government, and the owner will be this one Ijuan, and case number is here. And we need to know also the auction date, time, and location. So location will through the laman web e-lelong. Okay, will be in this laman web. This one e-lelong.kehakiman.gov.my/bidder And the info needed to do land search will also be stated here. Okay, next page we will see the keluasan tanah, which is 1,600 square feet. Okay, so we can also see the pemilik berdaftar and the syarat nyata rumah teres and any sekatan kepentingan, which is tiada, means nothing sekatan over here, and the auction property address And how much is the reserve price? Wow, so cheap. 141,000. Oh my God. So the market price were 200,000 something lah. It's really lower than market price. And the name to write in the banker check is this LPPSL, Lembaga Pembiayaan. Balance payment deadline will be 120 days. 120 days, which is we also cannot request to extend. And the reserve price is how much? And the deadline to drop a banker check will be 1 working day before. Okay, so basically, before we go to auction, we go to participate in the auction on the website, we need to hand over the banker check 1 day before for us to proceed to bid. So this is the really, we say, latest trend. When we want to bid property, definitely we need to bid online. This is really normal. And let me show you an example of the auction case that ongoing during the MCO period. And this is conducted by Alliance Bank Berhad. Means that Alliance Bank Berhad auction company. This is by Ng Chang Mao actually. And the assigner is here, the solicitor is here. So you can see, wow, okay. Just now, have you seen the reserve price? It's very fast, right? So this will be any like first calling, they will show here, first calling, second calling, final calling. So we'll be showing here. So from just now, the 130 something thousand, now you can see, we place the bid. When we place the bid, okay, you see, when we place one time is 1,000 ringgit. Okay, one call is 1,000 ringgit. One bid is 1,000 ringgit. So you see, wow, second calling, when we press, wow, we get, we put 1,000 ringgit again for the bid, and 142,000, you see, got new bidding coming again. So when we faster the process, you see, we need to ongoing a time for us to really get the bid. So you can guess whether we can get the bid or not. Okay, whether we can successfully bid the property or not. You see already 155,000, which is the just now the reserve price is 130 something thousand. Wow, you can see 161,000 already. Should we go? If you are bidding, will you go ahead to bid? Final call, can you see? Final call. Should we press again? Wow, you see 162,000, 163,000. Yeah. It will be feel like very nervous when we press and the final calling, the people press again. You see, second calling, should we press again? Okay, should we press to bid the property again? So this is already final call. So finally, we decided to press again. Oh my God, we decided to press again. You can see what have happened. 164,000 from 130 something thousand. But you can see the other person pressed the button very fast. Okay, so final call already. Can you see when final call countdown were very fast? Okay, he's really nervous and our heartbeat will be pick-pock to see whether can we get the bid or can we no more bid. Means that so with 165,000, which at the beginning the starting price is 137,000, but the final price is 165,000. Okay, so if you are the bidder, we will proceed. Okay, this will be a consideration whether this property can earn or not. Okay, the purpose for you to buy the property is to buy for sale or to buy for rent. The market rental here is around 800 to 1,000 per month. So if you consider that you rent the property to other people that can cover your installment, yeah, this is very worth to rent to other person. But if you consider to buy for sale, maybe the market price will be around 180,000. So there will be no more space for you to gain a profit if you want to sell the property. Okay, so this is basically a fair bidding case, which is a LACA case conducted by Ng Chang Mao. So when we see this is another example. Wow, this is a court case. Okay, so this is a web page for the court case. So you can see, it's already count down. So actually the reserve price is 270,000. Got two people join. So one hand is 2,000 incremental bid. So it's very fast for the countdown, which is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So just now I show you it's already 30 seconds. So when we count down 7, 6, so 4, 3, 2, 1. So, okay, so this is really inspiring, am I right? Because this is a really nice property, which also we successfully sold for our investor. And this property is located at Hijau Waldo in Penang, Sungai Jawi. And the market price is around 350,000 to 370,000. And we successfully sold the property for our investor, and there is around 30 to 40,000 net profit for the investor. Let's give the investor a applause, a round of applause. It's really congratulations to him. So this is a really successful bidding case that conducted by us. Okay, conducted means that conducted and successfully sold by us. Okay, so next we can see the Malaysia property auction data from 2019 to 2022, and 2019 to 2022, you can see this is increasing incremental, means that increasing data. Okay, since 2019 is around 38,132 cases conducted, for the property being auctioned, to last year is around 47,500 cases. Okay, in the market there will be auction. It's like a natural resources, and will be more and more property being auctioned. Because why? Because as you can see, a lot of property in Malaysia, and like bank now is quite easy to get a loan. We can easily to get a loan from bank, and when the borrower cannot afford to pay back to the bank, there will be auction. If let's say more than 6 months, the borrower cannot pay back the installment to the bank will take the property for being auctioned in the public. And you can see here is the value from 180 billion to 223.7 billion of property. What is the concept of billion? Well, it's a really we can say that really a high amount of the value in the auction market. So this is an opportunity that a lot of people don't know, and this is so-called an open secret in the market. Okay, so it's not enough. Let me show you my investor case study. This is the first case, and this case I think is really interesting. As you can see the left-hand side, wow, this is like a property which is already 20 years something, already don't have any people staying inside. And you can see I have a YouTube channel, and this is EP26 in a Mandarin version. Inside the property is already very serious. The situation, the condition is really terrible, and also a flooding area. We can say that this area is quite, people say that flooding area in the Penang, the mainland area. And the right hand side is the property which is already renovated. Wow, I can say this is the same property, but before renovation and after renovation, there is a huge difference, right? Am I right? Are you serious? And are you excited by seeing this? Why we can say tremendous changes? And around 60,000. My investors spent around 60,000 for the whole renovation and cost, I can say. So renovation and other costs that add on together is around 75,000. The final bidding price is only 252,000, because we get the bidding with the reserve price. Actually, I'm the one who go to the land office to bid the property for my investor. And congratulations to my investor, really get a bargain deal here. And the total cost that spent, because this is a corner lot, to be mentioned here, this is a really real find in the market, corner lot, and it's a really strategic location. Although we have the flooding issue, but it's a really Chinese communities, and it's a really we can say strategic location. So 327,000 is the costing. But after the renovation, we successfully sold this property using 450,000, which we get the net profit of 123,000. Wow, congratulations. It's really interesting and very exciting, right? Yeah, this is the real case that happened on the we can say MCO period. And this is my second case study. Wow, you can see before and after, left hand side and right hand side. So like women when want to make up, before makeup and after makeup will be a shock, right? These are some things. And before renovation is quite normal, and it's quite a normal house. It's not as serious as just now lah, but this is quite serious. I mean, quite need a renovation. If not, really we don't have the appetite to buy for on stay, right? So after the renovation, you can see it's really beautiful, right? Same house, you can see the adjacent one is the same house, but it's a new face in the front, which is we do the front door, and we do also the car porch tiles, and we do a new painting. Okay, after that, okay, we can see the bidding price is 260,000, and this property is located in Johor Bahru, and the renovation cost is around 30,000. So the total costing is 290,000. But after the renovation, we successfully sell the property with 355,000 with a net profit of 65,000. Wow, this is a really interesting things for us to see, right? It's a really nice profit, nice margin inside this. Okay, so the third case, okay, actually this one is my own case, which is I invest. This is the case me and my partner invest together. And this house is located at Sungai Petani, Kedah. Okay, I think you guys also know the place in Sungai Petani is quite a famous place. So the before and after, you can see I go to do the survey. I mean, when I go to the house, actually this property is already empty lah, means that it's already the people don't stay inside, but the people don't stay inside, but the owner also hold the key. And this case is the owner hand over the key to me, and you see the before situation is quite normal. It's the original condition, maybe with owning upside. And after the renovation, you see we do a main door, we do the car porch, we do the painting job, and it's a huge difference, right? Okay, so before the condition, we bid with 108,000. Doing the renovation, other cost is around 25,000. The total cost is around 133,000. So after that, we successfully sell the property with 170,000, which we get a net profit of 37,000. Wow, this is really interesting. So give me a clap of hand if you feel you want to earn this profit. And what I want to share with you is this property is actually sold by my partners, and the person who buy this property is actually buying for investment as well. But the intention for the purchaser is to buy and rent the property to the other person, and the new owner, successfully we help the new owner to rent the property with 700 per month. Wow, this is really unbelievable, right? And actually, if according to the new purchaser, don't even need to come out with cash to pay for the installment, because the tenant helped him to cover the installment and with some positive cash flow there. Okay, so this is really interesting, and this real example that I can show you guys. This is all our actual case that we have helped our investor to be done in the market. And this is all our work. Scan here for more. This is actually my YouTube channel, which is in Mandarin version. If you are interested to know more the case study and the example, you also can scan the QR code here to see more of the real example and the cases that I have done, or the auction house that will be available in the market, maybe the previous example and the latest example. Okay, but how to buy? This is a very important question. When you want to buy an auction house, a lot of things you need to consider, especially the risk inside. Means that the potential risk you will face when you want to buy an auction house. First things, you need to make sure you view the POS and inspect the property. A lot of people, when come to want to invest in the auction property, they don't even know, and they don't even know there is an existence of the proclamation of sales, which means they simply listen to agent. So-called agent is like people that post the list, like doing the advertisement, and they simply ask the agent, and the agent simply ask the purchaser to do maybe to buy the banker check and to bid, but never do the proper searching things, proper research. For example, the market price is how much and how much owing to the like maintenance fee or whatever lah, and what is the risk and what is the things written in the proclamation of sales, how to buy, and about the date and the time and the location to bid. Okay, and not even know which is the actual one. Previously I listened to a story by people share to me. Maybe it's a newspaper story. It's about the person who bought a bungalow is actually buying an empty land beside the bungalow with a very cheap price. So this is really ridiculous because the person not even go and see the POS and inspect the property. They just listen to the agent. Agent say this unit law, so they simply believe and trust the agent, but not even know the actual one. And we need to also ensure the purpose of purchase. Is it for self-occupation, maybe for self-usage, or maybe for selling, buy to sell, buy to flip, or buy to rent? Okay, which means that when you have different purpose, you will have a different target price, and you need to request different situation. If let's say it's buying for own stay, if you don't have really a much budget to do renovation, maybe you can select a better outlook, maybe the better condition one. If you are buying for investing, you have some cash flow on hand, maybe you can buy and do renovation and to resell. And if you are buying to rent, maybe you will consider a low-cost flat, maybe it will be a smaller unit, so you will reduce your renovation cost and higher rental of investment. Okay, so you also need to ensure your loan eligibility. So many people, when coming to invest in auction property, please bear in mind, the 10% down payment, if you successfully bid, the 10% down payment is not refundable. It's not like you are buying a sales property, which you can request for refund for the 1% booking fee if let's say you cannot secure a loan. If let's say you're buying an auction house, before you bid, please make sure you have the loan eligibility. So if you want to know how to check, how to know how much I can borrow from the bank, you can maybe ask your banker or maybe ask the agent or the consultant you trust, so that they can help you to filter your document. And you also need to ensure your adequate cash flow, which means that at least you need to prepare 10% down payment. If let's say you are buying your first or second house, at least 10%. And for the lawyer fee, stamp duty, disbursement, and all other costs is around 5% from the final selling price. And about the renovation, if the house condition is not so nice, you need to spend some money to do the renovation. You also need to consider about the outstanding, for example, maintenance fee, like for example, the quick rent assessment and all that, how much is owing. Because what I'm going to share you is about, if you don't do the research properly, maybe some of the auction property, the owner didn't really settle for the maintenance fee. There will be a high risk that maybe the maintenance fee is owing around 100,000. You need to settle only, you can claim back, or sometimes you don't even can claim back the 100,000 for the maintenance fee. This is the past history cases that I have with my client that I helped him to search for that, and finally we found out is not claimable lah. So need to settle the 100,000. If let's say we didn't do the research properly, if this issue happen, it's really dangerous if you don't have the cash flow. And yeah, just how I already mentioned about the due diligence, which is you need to do the land search, title search, quick rent and assessment, utility and management fee. How much is owing currently? Okay, utility is like water bill, electric bill, quick rent and assessments. Normally, quick rent and assessment is claimable, means that when you go and settle, you can claim back with the auction bank. And about the maintenance fee, is depends when you bid in the court. Normally it's not claimable, but when you bid in the LACA case, normally will be claimable. And also you need to ensure you engage the right lawyer to handle the complete process. If let's say you find the lawyer who don't have the sufficient experience to handle for the auction case, is quite dangerous, because we have limited time frame, either 120 days or 90 days to settle the whole process. If let's say the lawyer is not experienced, maybe will delay the process of settle the cases. Also, this one is really important when you find a lawyer which have some experience or we have sufficient experience to settle for you. Is more we can say that we will feel safe to settle and to bid the property. Okay, so this is all very important for us to take note when we want to buy a auction property. We want to bid the auction house. We need to make sure we have experienced people to guide us the whole process. Yeah, for more information, of course, if you say that, wow, Lelong Queen Jane, and I feel like your content is very informative. I want to learn more about auction property. I want to learn how to bid and the whole process. We actually have a course conducted by our licensed auctioneer, which is who is Dr. Alvin Paul, and he will share you about the Lelong process, the whole auction process, and how to using the business model to bid successfully and to earn the profit one unit at least 30,000 and above. This is a whole complete course for you all to join. And we have Chinese version and Malay version, and it's really interesting, and you can interact directly with our Dr. Alvin, and the course is by Zoom webinar basis. So finally, I want to thanks again to the StarProperty for giving me this opportunity to share with you guys about the content, the secret of auction property, auction market in Malaysia. I think this is really, really important. If in 2023, you want to really get the profit, don't only look on new property or don't only look for success property. So you can consider auction property as your priority for the next step onwards, because auction property normally we will have the chance to get the price below market value. Once again, thanks to StarProperty for giving me the opportunity to share with you the content. I'm Lelong Queen Jane. I'm happy to share with you, and I hope I have the chance to see you guys in face-to-face one day, maybe in our course in this BP platform. So see you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.